some of the prefects were in my class, and so the respect they had for me was very low because I was in their class, and it was like I cannot tell them what to do. But most of the time, I reported to the authorities to talk to them so that they will know that if I am their supervisor, they should hold the necessary respects to me. Thank you.
So finding yourself in TI Ahmadiyya, it's an Islamic
between equality and equity.
Equity means giving fair and okay. Equity means giving fair opportunity and resources to both genders. And then equality means giving the same resources and opportunities to the same genders.
Uh, Please, can you mention three major problems affecting female university students in Ghana?
In Ghana,
Yeah.
okay, menstrual health issues, unhygienic sanitary places, and then harassment.
Miss Ababoakyewaa, we are currently in the field of general knowledge.
Okay.
How best do you rate yourself in general knowledge?
How best do I
Rate yourself when it comes to general knowledge?
8/10?
8/10.
Yes, please.
Miss Ababoakyewaa, sorry, who was the first female vice chancellor of a university, of a public university in Ghana?
Her Excellency Dr. Jane Nana Kukwajima.
And who was the first female speaker of parliament in Ghana?
Justice
Speaker.
I have no idea, please.
Okay. So, um, university aims to be a center of excellence. Can you name the specific professional fields that the universities focus on its vision statement?
Please, can you repeat it?
The question is, professional fields the universities should focus on its mission statements. On its vision statements. Professional field. Do you get my question? You see, do you know the mission statement of the university?
No,
Or you don't know?
I don't know.
But from that time, you can hear that yes, you want to promote school of excellence. Okay. So my question here is that can you name specific programs or professional fields that the university should focus on in order to, I mean, attain its mission statement? You get it. We have so many. We have petroleum. I want to like I want to have a fair idea of what I'm saying. You get it?
Yes. Okay, so major profession is in engineering. Yes, engineering.
So, what about head of the National Council on Persons with Disability?
National,
Council on Persons with Disability.
yes.
Sure. So, how might it be relevant to your role?
How might it?
Knowing about it be relevant to your role as a women's commissioner?
Okay. I believe all persons should be given equal rights. So, as a women's commissioner, I am to advocate and empower women. So, if there are people with disability, it is my duty to advocate for them and then be their voice.
Okay.
Yes, the question is the SRC is responsible for seeing new students. Within how many weeks of the start of the academic year must this orientation take place?
Within how many
Weeks. Weeks. Weeks.
weeks?
Yes.
1 week.
No. It's 2 weeks.
So, so I think we've exhausted the questions on knowledge. So we'll move to field knowledge. So we'll ask the questions relating to specifically the role of a WOCOM. To the students
Yes.
in your bid to vie for this particular position.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges or concerns you've received from the female population that is affecting them on campus?
Okay. First is uninvolvement in the STEM. Second is night safety. And the third one is verbal and sexual harassment.
Are they unsafe on campus?
How are they?
Unsafe. You said non-safety, and I'm asking
Night safety.
night safety.
Yes, please.
And how do you explain that?
Okay. Our classes, most of our classes end at 7 p.m. And then most of the female population is not also residing on campus. They are mostly at Keten BU, and roads leading to those places are not well lit. So they face issues of
Okay. Thank you very much for one other thing I would like to ask. How do you intend to instill confidence in most of the female student population, finding themselves in a male dominated field such as engineering? How do you intend?
so in a male dominated environment as we find ourselves, first we ensure all women, we guarantee them our confidentiality. So if they know that they have their issues are confidential with you, they feel very safe to speak with you. And then most of the time too, what we do is that we invite coaches around to coach them with their confidence level. And then we allow them to be able to speak to the general public. I believe that one also instills confidence in them.
You have promised women empowerment, right?
Yes, please.
What exactly does empowerment mean in your policy? And how will you measure whether you actually empower anyone?
Women empowerment means advocating for the woman and then being their voice, letting them know that there is something at stake. You should let them know that they should be able to go in for leadership, some leadership opportunities. So you talk to them, let them know that, oh, as a lady, if you are in, if you are a leader somewhere, you are in good hands. And then we give them mentorship programs as well. So if there are ladies in higher fields, you invite them to campus to talk to them so that they will know that, oh, this person was able to make it, so that means I can also do it. So it's all about talking to them, letting them know that they can do it, empowering them to do whatever they want to do.
How will you know that you've actually empowered anyone?
Okay. Through surveys, you talk to them, and then you also, after you've invited people here to groom them, after you've invited um, mentors here, you can hold a program and then involve them in decision making, involve their needs, like make it inclusive. So if you involve them in decision making and see how they think about things, you will know if what you really did for them worked, it didn't work.
It's about what you are. It's about advocacy.
Is empowerment all about? No.
So beyond the advocacy, what do you intend to do in order to empower the female student on campus? I think that was what I was looking for.
Okay. So you bridge the gap between the males and then females. So that is promoting gender equality on campus.
Ms. Ababatwa, promoting gender equality on campus is very broad. So how do you intend to do that? And I don't think it's going to come easily.
It is not going to be easy. Yes. So if we involve our ladies in most of the activities that we hold on campus, I believe they will feel involved, and then the gap between the males and the females will close a little bit.
Um, um,
Justice.
in your position as WOCOM, how do you ensure that we have equal representation of male and female students in campus? Because according to the statistics we have now, it is 7:3, meaning that the male students are more than the female students. In your position as WOCOM, how do you ensure that the next year of past student that will come, what plan do you have so that we can have more female students in this campus to balance the gender equality that we are talking about?
So there is equal representation of the females because we have women's commissioner in every registered program departments that we do.
I'm not getting my question on. You see, next academic year, you must going to, admit new students, but always the men are more than the ladies. If you get my point. So in your position as a what strategies do you put in implement or message you have for the let me say administrators so in the next year of students that we have in this campus, at least the balance will shift maybe 60-40 credits now. Ensure that it is feasible or something that can be possible.
So, in the quest to involve women in STEM, I would speak with the management or the administration to consider if they could reduce the cutoff point for ladies so that they will gain admission to campus.
Of you, what do you think is preventing the female students in the engineering for this?
Because they feel engineering is difficult and then their strength is below the engineering aspects.
Okay.
So, Abba, in a situation where a gentleman approaches a lady and says, "Are you even stressing yourself to get first class in this program you're offering? There is no because as a lady after school you'll be getting married and then there's no need for you to even get first class." How will you speak to such a lady situation to encourage her to push forward or go higher?
I'll let the lady know that there are women that are doing very well in their field of study. So if a man is discouraging her from doing her possible best, she should continue to do whatever she is doing because there are ladies that are doing very well at what they do, even if they are married or not. And as a lady, be as a lady you must be independent. Depending so much on a man because you are married will not really, I wouldn't advise that. So is if a lady wants to be independent and not depend on solely their husbands or anyone, they should take their studies very seriously.
Okay. So is it in your capability as the women's commissioner to end such remarks that comes from the males? I'm saying in the-
No, please. There is public education. So you educate the men on campus not to discourage the women on campus as well. Okay. It this public education could be in a form of a seminar and it could be in a form of a weekly post. So let's say every Saturday or every Friday, the Women's Commissioner issues a post in all student platforms about the awareness of um, female students, not discouraging the male students on campus. Male students not discouraging the female students on campus. You're welcome.
Please, your interpretation of any aspect of the constitution differ from ours. I get it. Should your interpretation of the constitution differ from ours, the judicial committee, what will you do?
Differ from yours.
Yes, we give an interpretation and it differs from yours. What will you do?
I'll, I'll have room for correction.
You understand?
If your interpretation is different from mine, you are the justices and I am the normal student. So that means I'll humble myself to learn more from you. And then also, if there is some correct form of correction that needs to be done as where I don't understand, then I'll accept it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So thank you. In that sense, any questions on field knowledge, then we'll proceed to legal documents. So we'll assess the SRC constitution in other legal documents like the Disability Act and the rest. So we are moving to legal documents. We'll assess you on legal documents. So the SRC constitution, Disability Act, and all the other legal documents that were provided for you to go through.
Uh, Madam, on the legal documents. Okay. But that's all. Student. Okay.
The event is Women's Week. This is to celebrate the women on campus. Okay. In a male-dominated field as ours, it is essential that we celebrate our women on campus for being able to do this engineering that we are doing, because not everyone gets the courage to come and then do this engineering.
So the question goes on. Since you are local, with you are a member of local secretary, okay,
Yes, please.
and they have expected you to represent the women council meetings. How will you coordinate your work with the local news president?
Okay. If I am to represent the Women's Commission at local NUPS meeting, I am to ensure that the needs of the students are, are presented to the local NUPS so that he can take it to the authorities above so they can see what they can do about it.
Okay.
Yes, so questions on legal documents. Miss BOAKYEWAA, what is the composition of the Women's Commission?
What is the
Composition.
composition?
Yeah.
So the Women's Commission is composed of the SRC Women's Commissioner, a representative from all registered programs on campus, a representative from non-residents, representative from the hall, the JCR, representative from all denominations on campus. That is from the SCC and then from GEMSA.
What are the functions of the Women's Commissioner as stipulated by the Constitution?
Please, functions of the commissioner or the commission.
The Women's Commission.
The Women's Commissioner is to be the head of the Women's Commission. The Women's Commissioner is to represent the Women's Commission at local NUCS meeting. She is to organize all women's activities on campus. She is to organize the Women's Week every academic year.
What is the essence of she representing the female population of the university you represent at the NUC's general meeting?
Every institution has a channel of communication. That means all ladies cannot be at the meeting. So they will need a person that they can tell all their needs to. So, as the Women's Commissioner, my duty at the local news meeting is
Well
to
said.
present. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me which student body oversees the student loan on our campus?
Oversees the
Student loans on our campus. Have you heard of the student loan trust fund? All of that.
yes, I have
Sure. So, which body oversees that?
the financial committee,
Okay. But do you know that the NUCS also has a hand in that?
the hand in.
Yeah, overseeing the loans that students take. Okay.
Thank you.
So, who is the current vice chancellor of UMaT?
Effective today, uh, the vice chancellor is Professor Bernard Kumiboateng.
Okay. Sure.
Madam Abba, one of your constitutional functions to encourage female participating. Okay. Let's female students. Right. Okay. That's it. Just to
Okay. So you involve the female students in decision making, and then you make sure that the program, the SRC, is to has the needs of the female body involved.
So, you've spoken a lot about becoming the voice of the females on campus, right? So, can you give me three functions of the Women's Commission, not the commissioner,
The commission.
the commission itself?
The Women's Commission is to promote the rights and interests of the female students on campus. The Women's Commission is to encourage the female body to involve themselves in leadership activities. The Women's Commission, in conjunction with the welfare chairman, is to provide first aid to any female in need.
Okay. So, with these functions that you've listed, in case there is a need for you to prioritize one, which one will you prioritize first and why?
Okay, you conduct a survey amongst the students. The one that is of their highest need is the one that I would do first.
Okay, sure.
Please, Abba, I saw you reading from something. Are you? Did you bring your own answers or just jot down your points?
Yes, I'm jotting down my points.
Okay.